If we can go through the steps of how someone finds relief, the very first thing they're going to do is they're going to call you, and then take it from there. What happens?
They're going to call us, Attorney John Buchmiller, hey, I have a problem. Can you help me? I'll immediately ask them, give me a guesstimate on how much you think you owe the IRS, and usually every taxpayer has some idea. But what we first do is we conduct an investigation into the case. Okay, what an investigation entails is us contacting the IRS, determining exactly how much you owe down to the cent. We look at all the years that you owe from, whether you're missing tax years, the balances you owe from each year, how that debt stemmed. So we get all that information from the IRS, and the IRS is forced to give it to us by law. Then I go into a financial evaluation of each taxpayer client. I look at the assets, the income, their disposable income, cars that they may own or leasing, property that they own, equity, 401ks, IRAs, their entire financial situation. Once I have all the information from the IRS and all their financial information, then I can actually start doing my calculations and putting the numbers together and seeing what programs they qualify for. And obviously, like we've stated, I want to qualify them for an offer in compromise, which is a reduction of the debt.
Rather than an installment agreement?
An installment agreement is just a 72-month repayment plan with interest. Obviously, no one wants to pay interest. No one wants to pay interest on credit cards, cars, houses, nor tax debt.
So you're paying everything back in that amount of time. I mean, that just, if I couldn't pay it in the first place, how am I going to
Because what the IRS lulls you into a sense of security, saying, hey, here's a low monthly payment for you. We'll break it up into a 6-year period, and you can afford this, taxpayer. However, the taxpayer really can't afford it because of the interest and how long you're paying that debt back.
So the same thing applies to a credit card. If you're paying the minimum balance on a credit card and the interest goes up.